And here on 91.9 WFPK Independent Louisville, I'm Kyle Meredith in the performance studio with a house full of WFPK Louisville Public Media members. Welcome. Thank you all for your membership. If you brought somebody with you who's not a member, give them a little poke and encouragement. If you're listening out there today and you're not a member, these are the things you could be a part of right here. You can learn more at WFPK.org. We're all here because one of our favorite artists in the entire world is playing tonight at Headliners, and that's Brett Dennen. Welcome to Louisville.
Thanks for having me. Hi, folks.
It's great to see you. Brett is playing Headliners tonight. There's still a few tickets left. Again, WFPK.org if you want to jump in there, learn all about it. Behind a new EP, the first of two EPs. This one's called Let's, the title track there. I know some artists do this every now and then, that they'll write a song specifically like for a show opener or a closer. Did that have anything to do with that?
This actually is very literal. This is supposed to be a song to get the party started. So, you know, like how you're at a wedding and there's like the perfect song in the reception that gets people to the dance floor, but not immediately. They sort of trickle in. And then once you have everybody on the dance floor, then you play like just the banger, which is like, I don't know, I know you want to leave me or something like that. But you got to have the song that slowly encourages people to wiggle their way to the floor. And that's what that's supposed to be.
I find you in like a dancier mood every now and then, more albums than others, like a big pop mood. Like this feels like you're in that sort of headspace.
Yeah, I jump back and forth. I think it's good for me to do like very colorful, upbeat songs, but in my mind, I consider myself to be like the emotional, stewy guy in the corner who's like wants to write the reflective songs. So I keep trying to do that.
We like all sides, the many sides of Brett Dennen. Let's see, you worked with Dan Wilson this time around,
did.
right? Dan, one of our favorite songwriters of all time, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's the story? Had you worked with Dan before?
No. I met him like 5 years ago and thought we were going to get together and make a song. So I showed up to the address that he sent me with a guitar, and it was a restaurant. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. He's got a studio in the back of the restaurant or above the restaurant. So I asked the lady at the door, do you know where Dan Wilson's studio is? She's like, no. I'm like, I'm supposed to, is this the right address? She's like, yeah. Then he walks up. It's like, no, we're not going to do any recording. I just wanted to meet you and see if I liked you over a drink. I said, oh, okay. So then the whole time we're talking and I had a drink. And then I said, okay, so now can we go make a song? He was like, no, I'm going to go to bed. I said, oh, okay. And then 5 years later,
he finally woke up.
Yeah. I got to pencil in some studio time with him. Yeah. But he's really fun to work with. He's smart and hilarious.
Yeah, of course, he's worked with so many things. I guess that's what surprised me is, I look back on your songs and you have this amazing sense of melody and songwriting. So when I hear that you're teaming up with someone, and equal in that, it's other than just wanting to write with Dan Wilson, was there any other kind of thing that pushed you there?
I don't really like to do collaborative work in general because it's hard for me to open up creatively unless someone's really inspiring and pushing me or I just feel comfortable with and trust. And so that's why I liked working with him, because he's one of very few people I can trust in that way.
Yeah. Well, again, we love what he does. We love what you do. Talking with Brett Dennen here on 91.9 WFPK with a new EP in hand called Let's. There is an ellipses at the end of it.
Yeah.
Does the second EP complete?
No, it won't.
It won't. This
is just going to be open-ended forever. Maybe I'll complete
For you
it.
OCD people, this is not your record.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, folks. Nothing ever is completed.
Yeah. Beyond all that, you always have so much stuff going on. How long have you been in the wine business?
Almost 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Tell me about this wine.
Well, my friends and I have a wine brand that's based in Napa, and we make only rosé. Do we have? You familiar with rosé? I'm sure you are. Yeah. When I was a kid, they called it like White Zinfandel or Blush or something, but now it's cool to drink. It's so cool that that's all we make.
Yeah.
We make a blends. We make a sparkling rosé, which is a blend, mostly Pinot, and then we make a still rosé that's a little more of a big. It's got some Cabernet in it, and it's more of a red wine drinker's rosé.
Yeah. Now, did you pick rosé because that's what you like the most, or was that dependent on where you were growing?
There's so much competition in the wine world. And what I've seen being like on the business side of the music industry, that it's so much easier for someone, I think, to succeed if they have like a niche or a gimmick, let's say. It's people like, oh, this is the guy that does this. And I haven't really been able to narrow that down for myself, because I'm more of an artist than a business person. But with wine, I'm not an artist at all. I mean, I rely on my partners to even make it. I mean, I help say, oh, let's make it sweeter, let's add some acid, but I don't know how to do it. So I have a very narrow, like, our gimmick is going to be, we're going to be the rosé people. And if we can make a name for ourselves selling rosé, then maybe we'll expand into other varietals.
I was just thinking, like, for as much as you're always out there educating and shining light on environmental projects, concerns going on, it seems like the wine industry would be one of the things that you would feel that most.
Yeah.
Especially being on the coast.
Especially in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that affected you all much with everything that's going on?
It sure has. I mean, the indirect way it's affected our business is that everything is more expensive. The direct way it's affected me is my parents and my sister all got evacuated when there were fires last year. It's a great time to buy California wine if you don't already buy California wine. I know there's great wine from everywhere, but there's some really great brands that lost a lot of their vintages and lost a lot of their vines, and there's a lot happening in I know there's tragedy everywhere, but it's been rough this last year.
Yeah, and again, you're out there. I know you just did the ski trips. That's sort of to shine those lights.
It's got
right?
an environmental focus also. Yeah, I tour ski towns in the winter, and ski and play and get people out on the mountain. And we raise awareness through this organization called Protect Our Winters. We raise awareness to the effects of climate change and what people can do, and what Congress can do to try to reverse the effects of climate change, or at least slow it down. And yeah, you'll see. I mean, when you're up there, I mean, I know here we have flooding and rains, but you see up on the mountain, it'll be dry. There's no snow up, and then it'll snow like 10 feet. And it's like something's changing here. It's erratic.
Well, we appreciate everything you're out there doing.
Thank you.
Spreading that.
Thank you.
It's Mr. Brett Dennen here on 91.9 WFPK. Again, he's playing tonight at Headliners. The details at WFPK.org. The new EP is Let's. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming here.
Thanks
to all of our
everybody.
members. Thank you all for every bit of the support that you guys give.